What's up? It's been quite some time now, and honestly, um, I feel pretty bad for people who have been waiting for me to upload a video for quite some time as well. And yeah, people have been reaching out to me, telling me, "Hey, I really miss your videos. Are you gonna do anything soon, or have you given up on it all?" And I often didn't really know what to answer because I still hadn't really fully decided yet what I was going to do. Um, so yeah, I'm going to upload this replay of a Rumble game that I played not too long ago. I believe it was yesterday. It was the latest ranked game on my main account, and honestly, I felt really good after this game. And I felt so good. I shared a picture of it on my Facebook page of the end game results. And honestly, I've been doing that quite a bit recently when I take a picture at the end of a good game. And yeah, people have been saying, you know what, these good games that you get, because usually I put a picture in and then I like kind of tell a story to the friend I share it to, and I'm like, this happened and this happened, and someone told me, why don't you just upload a replay of this game to your channel so that people can see that you're still alive and kicking and kicking ass as well. And I was like, yeah, you know what, that's actually not such a bad idea. I might just do that. So here I am, doing exactly that. So basically, I've gotten kind of into this like solo queue mantra, right? Like this is something that's like a repeating theme. Like I always change my mindset about solo queue quite often, but right now I feel like I'm in the most healthiest solo queue mindset I've ever been. Basically, right now when I play a game, often how my mood carries on depends on how well I did. So if I do really well in a game, I will feel really good going into next game. Even if we lose or win, it doesn't matter. If I did really well, I'm gonna feel so good for next game because I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I did so well. I destroyed my lane. I almost destroyed the entire enemy team. Sometimes that's good enough. Sometimes that's not good enough. But that's fine. I did my best, and sometimes I just can't do more than that, and I have to accept that. Even though if I lost that game, it doesn't matter. I still did my best. And this is a freaking it's a team based game where you play with strangers, right? Like sometimes you just have to accept that your best is really as good as it's gonna get, right? You kind of like have to factor out all the other factors. And when I do bad, I feel really bad because then that's when I know, damn, that was all me pretty much. I lost that game, I lost that game. Even if I win a game where I did really bad, I will still have the mentality of, damn, I lost. I'm not gonna feel good about it. And by doing that, I kind of motivate myself to play better, to be better, in so many different ways. It might sound a little bit foreign to some of you guys. Maybe that doesn't seem like something that makes a lot of sense, but I feel like by thinking that way, it's been helping me out a lot when I've been playing ranked. And honestly, right now I'm having like so much fun playing ranked. Obviously, I don't play it all the time and like really spam it. I usually tend to take a break when I feel like I've been doing poorly, and I know that's a really common tip. Don't play when tilted and whatnot. I'm not the type that gets tilted. I'm just the type that gets like really bored when things start to get really bad. And when I get really bored, I'll start playing even worse. It's not even tilt really. It's more like, yeah, trying to create something out of nothing. And sometimes that's a cool thing to do. But more often than not, when it comes to me doing something out of nothing, that means becoming a feed lord. And I'm not even tilted. Like I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I can't flash and do like all these crazy plays and get a bunch of kills. No, I'm just gonna end up dying and look like an idiot. Um, so yeah, doing really well, having a lot of fun. These are some serious amounts of I don't know, like good factors for me to just be able to climb really far into solo queue, and I'm really looking forward to play ranked. It's been such a long time. I feel like I could actually say that because my interest in the game, it's been waning down a lot since like the last 2 3 years. I'm not gonna lie, it's this is a game I've been playing for almost 9 years now. I started playing League around Halloween of season one, which I believe is 2011. I didn't play it religiously at all, but that's kind of when I started playing. Around the beginning of season two, that's when I started bashing this game to hell. And yeah, I guess 8 years is the correct way of saying it. 8 years of playing the same game, and look at that. I actually get a solo kill on Nico. God bless the Kane for not stealing my kill there. You know, he was kind of behind for giving away that first blood and all, and using his flash early on. But he had the heart to not take that kill, and I felt like really good about it. And I kind of had like high hopes about Kane ever since he let me have that kill. Now that I remember this game a little bit, I was like, that was a little bit strange. How come he didn't just take that kill for himself? That's not very solo queue player esque, you know. Like you kind of expect people to just steal kills from themselves, especially if they're playing a champion that does damage. Um, Anyways, here we get an easy catch as well. Look at that! Oh, easy clap. That was the world's easiest catch. Holy crap! Now we're a little bit in the lead by zero point 0.1 case of 100 gold, but 43 looking kind of good. But honestly, there's a lot of factors in this game that is gonna kind of catch up to us soon. But yeah, uh, been playing a lot of Rumble mid. Goddamn, this champion is so much fun. Uh, People who know me, I've been playing Rumble top lane quite a lot. He's pretty much always been my main top laner, alongside like Olaf and maybe a little bit of actually Rumble and Olaf. Oh yeah, I guess Jace kind of was one of them too. But Rumble historically is the champion I always had the best success with in top lane. Maybe there was a little bit of time with Gnar in season 4, but that's it. Rumble really has just been like that champion for me. But I never really played in mid lane, and I kind of felt like that was kind of a shitty thing because mid lane is like my favorite lane. It's the shortest lane, which means you can get away with pushing in a lot. Like it's kind of made for pushing like crazy, you know. And kind of here right now, Nico's managed to get a push on me and trying to like harass me close to under my tower because range champion versus somewhat melee champion. I would call Rumble a bit of a hybrid melee and range champion. He kind of is supposed to be like a mage bruiser, right? I think that's what people classify him as sometimes. Anyways, they kind of pull off an invade while I was pushed on the turret. That kind of sucked, but I feel like this is kind of on my team a little bit that they get caught out here and die. Or I mean, it was just Kane really, but still, I feel like this could have been avoided. But I realized I got caught by Aatrox there. I ult and flash over. Aatrox jumps over, but I slow his ass. It's too good. Yeah, I get away basically. Um, okay, so Rumble mid, real good thing. One of my favorite champions, actually legit mid laner. The champion like really just covers a lot of the parts that I like about a mid lane champion. The ability to push really hard and be really strong in like early skirmishes and invades and stuff like that. Rumble's early game potential is so sick. I just love playing this champion. Having played Twisted Fate a lot, it's quite a nice change of pace to not being the worst laning champion to actually being like one of the best laning champions. Like I feel like only Malzahar beats Rumble like purely in laning. Um, I still haven't felt like I've met up with a lot of bad matchups. I feel like Echo and maybe Silas give him like the most trouble, unless it's like a Malzahar that just really knows what they're doing. That's probably like the worst matchup possible. But yeah, Rumble really sick champion. It does a lot of crazy damage, especially when you start maxing out E against like range champions. That's what I kind of like doing. Sometimes I like to switch it up and just go full on the Q. The flamethrower used to die. I can push the lane out much harder. Sometimes that's the right choice, especially against melee champions. When you're playing against Yasuo or Zed, Q is pretty much the way to go. Actually, I take that back. When you're playing against Zed, you probably want to max out E because Zeds play really defensively and from long range when they're dealing with you. They don't want to get flamethrowered. So maxing out E is actually the right choice there. Just a little pro tip if you're gonna play Rumble. Anyways, going off on a tangent there. So yeah, been having a lot of fun playing League again, and that's like such a refreshing thing because I spent so much time playing this game, like freaking 8 years. Damn, I'm so happy I can finally enjoy a game of League, and I thought maybe that's kind of like the beginning for just doing something for my channel again, or at least release something for you guys to see. That maybe some things aren't as different as they used to be. So yeah, down there in bot lane, I believe. Oh wow, Kane actually ended up giving a double kill to the enemy support Lux. And I'm not gonna lie, this game, Arcane got a lot of crap. Tom Kench was getting destroyed 1v1 by Aatrox. I'm not sure if Shyvana ganked much, but Tom Kench was crying the whole game because he actually swapped with our Sona, the support, because Sona got autofilled as a top laner, I think, or something. And yeah, as you can see, Tom Kench is the very bottom of the left like character icons, and that means that he should have been the support this game. But since they swap roles, he went top lane. He said he was like, "Sure, I'll go top lane then." And in this game, when he was getting destroyed, he was like, "Oh my God, I'm not even a top laner. How does Aatrox do this much damage?" And I was like, "Come on, dude." Tom Kench right now is like one of the better 1v1 champions in top lane. Like it's actually pretty sick. I'll probably upload a video of me playing him soon. Yeah, probably like one of my new main tops. But anyways, going off topic a little bit there. Basically, Kane was getting a lot of crap from both bot lane and top lane this game. Probably they felt like blaming him a lot for that first blood as well with the invade and stuff. But I noticed that Kane didn't actually say anything back to the enemy team. Like he was really quiet. Like he wasn't complaining or flaming or even apologizing. He was just quiet. And I was like, what? That's not very common in solo queue. When you get flamed in solo queue, the very the very expected like response is that someone will like start flaming you and stuff. And I was like, hmm, not necessarily, this Kane is a smurf and has seen worse, but more like maybe this guy is like the chosen one, Like maybe he is like that solo queue messiah that you always wish you had in your team. The one that kind of does some mistakes, but is still good enough to, be able to realize, this game is not over. People with that mentality, that sometimes is much stronger than someone who like gets crazy fed because this means that they will never give up and they won't let the opinions of other people affect them, right? If I'm gonna use like a Game of Thrones quote, what was it that he said? Oh, it was the old guy. He said, "Oh yeah, lions don't what was it? Lions don't get bothered by the opinion of sheep, right? Like, and sometimes that's kind of what it feels like when you play solo queue, right? Like some players just do have that cheap mentality of, oh, the jungler is at fault, and like it's so easy to blame the jungler for a lot of things in the game, but more often than not, it really isn't the jungler's fault. Usually, it's your own fault for like not doing certain things properly and letting yourself get ganked or even losing 1v1. It really isn't the jungler's responsibility to make sure that you win your lane. That should be your own responsibility. And also to be able to get back into lane, sure, that might be up to the jungler a little bit, but it's not like something that needs to happen, right? Sometimes a game just doesn't allow it. Anyways, here we're doing really badly. We went really quickly from like 5 kills uh, to them going all the way up to 15. Like we are leaking gold to the enemy team like crazy, and I'm like, this is looking really bad. Kane is getting super flamed, and Kane is not saying anything back. He's just playing, and I'm like, this guy reminds me a little bit about myself. So internally, I never really, gave up any of my hope. Tom Kench dies again top lane, and I'm pretty sure this is the moment when he said, "Oh my God, why does Aatrox do so much damage?" So I'm like, "Fuck everything. We're just gonna go bot lane, get some ganks in, get that Lux shutdown gold for Kane. That was pretty huge. I'm pretty sure Nico teleported down there, and Nico's kind of tilted from like having lost lane really hard to me. Aatrox teleports bot lane too, really late. I'm really low health, so I'm really easy catch there for him, but I flash out in time and my team pretty much cleans up, and I'm like, wow, look at that. I'm pretty sure we caught up by quite a bit there. And we get a shutdown on Aatrox as well. And this is pretty sick because I'm like, hmm, this game is showing me a lot of promise. This is actually a very doable game. And in the meantime, my team were like going, "Oh my God, Rumble, you're a god." I'm like, should I really take full credit for this? I'm just not gonna say anything as well. I'm just also gonna be a silent player in this game. Um, so yeah, game is starting to look a little bit better. It's still 8-16, which is pretty sick difference. That's like double the kills they still got. Even though we just had a good moment, we still have so much to catch up with. Yeah. So I think this is kind of the point where the game slows down just a little bit. So I'm gonna try and go into more details about me just like quitting the game though. Or not quitting the game, but like just kind of taking a break from the game and also stop YouTubing in general. Um, some of you may know I don't really do YouTube because I want to be a famous person or like earn a ton of cash by playing League or other video games or whatever. I pretty much just do YouTube as a hobby. It really is just fun for me, and I just love that I can have some interactions with people that do enjoy my gameplay, my commentaries, or my personality even. Like some people just some people just watch my videos because oh my god, I want to hear Steve's laugh again. And I'm like, what, really? That's all you need? Oh, look at this catch. Lux flashes out, and when a Lux flashes out, they're super caught because they don't have any other mobility spell. I knew that was the perfect time to land my ultimate, so she's gonna be stuck in my fire that slows her. You're 100% dead. And yeah, that looks being caught out like that is gonna cost them quite a lot. And I believe we go down bot here to also deal with the Aatrox. I'm pretty sure we catch the Aatrox here. At least I do hit him with some slows, and that should be enough, right? Let's see. Aatrox does the Q. I sidestep that shit like it's nothing. Hitting with the E. Oh, get caught by Shyvana a little bit, but I do my shield. I'm still kind of healthy. Kane's got my back. I miss my E like a boss. And then Shyvana gets popped. Wow, that's pretty sick. Oh, this is blue Kane too. Oh yeah, I remember my team did judge Kane a lot for going blue when he was behind. Usually, it's not such a good idea to go blue Kane when you're behind because he's kind of like an assassin instead of like the tank health shredding red Kane, which is usually like the best way to go really when you're behind. I kind of felt like they were kind of right to criticize him on that, but obviously this Kane had a plan. He knew how blue worked, so I didn't say anything. I just let him do his thing. I was just trying to do my very best effort that I could do for this game. So, anyways, let's go back to what I was trying to say. I took a break pretty much because I felt like life was getting a little bit overwhelming. I just got a full-time job and I was really distracted by just dealing with a lot of new things, a lot of new feelings that I hadn't really dealt with before when I was doing other jobs. This was really the first of its kind for me, and I I kind of thrived after a while though. So I feel like the break was probably necessary just for me to like just really really dig into what I was doing at the time. And honestly, it was good. And unfortunately, even though I got used to my work and I kind of like felt like oh things are fine now, something else terrible happened. Some of you may know my my grandma passed away due to cancer like in 2015, which was 4 years ago, and yeah, my mom got affected by the same disease, and that really sucked for me. That was I was messed up. I lost my ability of tracking time. I felt like 7 days, or rather, I felt like no. How was it? Oh shit! This is a good catch here. I remember this. Ultimate from Sona and then my Rumble ult onto two people. This was the sickest catch ever. I felt so good in this moment. Holy crap. Anyways, back to the sad news. Yeah, my mother got the disease, the terrible, terrible disease of cancer, and I just felt devastated. I was ruined. Not only was I dealing with the stress of having to play League and just the prospect of losing my mom earlier than I needed to, it really affected me. I really was feeling like I was stuck in a bad dream, and yeah, I just felt like, damn, am I really gonna be this unlucky? Just 4 years after I already lost someone, I'm gonna lose someone who's arguably I'm even far closer to, and just yeah, it just sucked. But uh, give it some time. 8 months later, actually cleared from the disease, and yeah, I can finally sigh a breath of release, uh, a breath of relief. That's what I want to say, not release. Sorry. Um, yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. My what's it called? My perspective or my perception of time is kind of recovered a little bit because my perspective of time was so messed up. I thought like 1 week was like one day. Like it felt like really slowed down for me, but in actuality, time was like actually going so fast. I was like, what the hell? It's already Monday. It felt like only one day went by. And no, wait. No, it was the other way around. Other way around. Sorry. It was that time was going by really slowly. It felt like it for me, at least internally. But I guess I was right with my first explanation then. It's just that things were going really slow, but they were just passing me by so fast. And yeah, like I don't know what to attribute it to. And holy crap, we're almost getting destroyed here. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember Aatrox, not Aatrox, Kane got a lot of crap for this, but we do manage to get the Kane killed there, but he gonna get resurrected by his new ultimate. Whatever. So yeah, things were bad for a while, but then they got better. And honestly, I just told myself, we've been through this before. You just gotta stay strong. Just gotta be the best I ever can be as possible, just to be able to try and keep everything together. And honestly, it worked out for me. I was lucky enough. The treatment worked out. It was effective. Sometimes you're not so lucky and the treatment doesn't actually work well at all. But in this case, it actually did. And you know, thank thank Bob for that. Like seriously, it was I was so happy. But yeah, I was like, things are getting stabler now. Things are getting good again. I'm playing League again. I'm having fun again. It just feels like some things are still missing, and that would be probably, sharing something with you guys. And this is kind of where I'm at right now. Want to apologize for just really leaving without saying much. I really do still feel bad about it, and I have been feeling bad about it for quite some time. But honestly, at that time, I felt like it was for the best. I was a mess, and I don't think I could have done any videos during that point of time. And like a lot of friends can attest to that. I got really silent again, and that's usually how I deal with like crisis and stuff. Oh, here I think this is a catch. I'm pretty sure this is a catch. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is. Oh, Sona gets jumped by Shivana. I completely whiffed my R because I thought Shivana would start running upwards, but sometimes sometimes it be like that. So we get this Shivana killed, but they're pushing bot lane like crazy. I'm kind of like gauging if I can actually do this or not. I'm like, yeah, sure. I got Sona with me. Let's try some. And I throw my E out. It hits Ezreal. Ooh, this actually looks kind of messy. Can I get out from this? Oh, get pulled back. I'm pretty sure this is my first death. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that Aatrox messed me up. So anyways, let's see what's going on here. Mm, yeah, this is looking pretty bad. Tom Kench temporarily managed to save Kane. Actually, fully manages to save the Kane. Tom Kench flies out of the Aatrox W. It was pretty good. Managed to avoid the death there. And look at this. This looks like they might be about to win. Holy. I never realized how close we were to losing this. Like, if Aatrox died there, or not Aatrox, Kane dies there, this was probably lost. I'm pretty sure. That was pretty clutch, actually, that Tom Kench managed to eat up the Kane. So, anyways, yeah. Um, so I thought maybe if I'm going to go back into doing YouTube videos again, I'll try to do it at a different pace, because even though I'm not getting stressed out that much by my job anymore, I still feel like the routine of having to always upload a video and doing all the things I did really in preparation for a video, it was a lot of work, really. More work than I felt like it was probably worth. I still felt like a certain sensation of just, achievement that I could pull out a video every day, and the fact that so many people enjoyed it, it felt good. Um, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like having a child, having an active YouTube channel. But in the end, I don't know. It just look at this! I actually get caught by Shyvana, and I remember this. I ignite her, Q ultimate, and then go into my Sonya's, and she tries to finish me off by going into my ultimate, but nope, gets literally solo killed. And I don't remember if this Shyvana was fed. Let me look at the stats. Oh, she was 663. But still, Shyvana is meant to be like one of the highest consistent damage dealers in the game. So she probably should have won that fight in normal circumstances. But in that case, I totally debated her to ult into me, and I ulted her, Q'd, ignite, Sonya's. You're taking a lot of dots there, and you're not doing a lot of damage to me. That's like the absolute best catch you can possibly do. And killing the jungler, that can be a lot of good things because it means that they probably won't be able to do Baron for as long as the jungler's dead. So it can be pretty devastating. It has a lot of definitely some consequences. Um, so yeah, after that I was like, damn, I'm a beast. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have won that fight, but I did. Um, okay. So what was I saying again? Oh yeah, about going back to doing YouTube videos or just doing anything in public really, in the public eye. Um, like I said, I do this only for fun, and right now I am having a lot of fun. And sometimes I feel like maybe sharing it with you guys would make it more fun. I'm not sure. Ooh, I get caught there. I'm about to get ulted. Doesn't do a lot of damage though. I freaking shield most of that looks damage. Kane is going ham. actually gets killed by Ezreal. Oh yeah, I think this was one of our terrible fights. I'm not sure how it went actually. I'm pretty sure it went negatively now that I think about it. Yeah. So Kane gets caught there, and again he takes a lot of blame for that. And here, I think I was trying to make sure that they don't get killed as much as they would if I didn't slow them. But yeah, they get Baron here. I think. Holy crap! I forgot about this. Holy crap! If you had asked me under any normal day, I would say that's GG. But I would never tell my team that. I would just keep trucking on. Um, so yeah, this was a game where there was a lot of like roller coaster, emotional roller coastering, and Kaisa decides to go in there. I'm pretty sure she dies actually, or no? Oh, I'm thinking about a different game maybe. So I have some PTSD from terrible games where my 80 carry goes into a Baron that got finished. Yeah, it probably was a different game. Kaisa seems to be fine. Um, so yeah, I kind of want to do videos again. Maybe I'll just do replay videos like this because it just feels so much more relaxed than having to do a commentary while playing the game. It really annoyed me a lot, and maybe that does give me a lot more freedom to just speak my mind a lot more and maybe be a little bit more what's the word, not expressive but like just more articulate, like I can articulate my thoughts a lot better if I'm not concentrating on last hitting and beating my opponents. Yeah, I feel like that would probably be quite some difference. I mean, a video like this is better than nothing, right? It's better than my normal commentaries, I would or not necessarily better than normal live commentary, but it's still something, right? It's better than the rage of silence you've been dealt with. um but yeah, I don't know about live commentaries, but this is so far been feeling fine. This is definitely one of my first times doing this. I mean, I've commentating. Oh, that was such a good catch by my ultimate. I remember that. Lux was just doing damage to the actual inhib, and I noticed that she was sitting next to the stub of the tower, and I was like, if I ult upwards there, Lux is gonna have such a tough time getting through my ultimate. So because she would have to walk sideways, which would mean walking into my team, and my team is absolutely wrecks them right after that. Holy crap. Clean up. Yeah. Ace. And I mean, that was one ace, but we still had so many towers to go through. And I was still feeling hopeful. I was like, we can do much. And Tom Kench decides to tank this and teleport to Ballin, I guess. Kind of an odd decision, but I mean, I think it kind of worked. I'm not sure actually on that, how much better that was than him just pushing middling with us. I'm not sure if we really missed out on his damage too much, but it's whatever. We were still doing a lot of progress in middle. Actually, maybe with him middle, no, it wouldn't have made a difference actually. So I think this is fine actually, the way it went. Maybe we could have got inhib if Tom went middle actually. I don't think he does much balling. I'm not sure, but 5 versus 2 would have been way better odds. Fire Dragon was up though, so we didn't want to give that up. Of course, get that. That's the first Fire Dragon of the game. Pretty important dragon. You almost always want to fight like tooth and nail for this dragon. Such an impactful dragon, really, and it just becomes sicker once you get Elder Dragon. Like it gets pretty insane. Um, yeah, I remember at this point of the game, I was feeling really good, and I was like, yeah, we got a legit chance. And Kane is like literally showing up. Like I'm like, damn, I was right about this guy. He's legit. I was so hyped because I was like, wow, look at him now. Like his team isn't even flaming him anymore. They're not even like being grateful to him. Like, oh my God, Kane, you got in so many sick kills and catches. But I'm like inside my head, I'm like, dude, you're such a badass, Kane. Like, sure, I did really well this game. I tried my best, never dying. I'm pretty sure I only got, yeah, that's right, one death I had this game. Um, so yeah, I felt like I did good, but there were definitely some key moments and key people in this game aside from me. So yeah, just being really stubborn and being really what's the word, persistent. It goes a really long way in solo queue. It really does, and I feel like Kane kind of showed that in this game. Even if your whole team flames you to death, as long as you know what you're doing to some extent, because sure, Kane really did do a lot of basic mistakes this game. Oh wow, he got solo kill on the Nico there. That's pretty huge. Yeah, I mean Nico was kind of far behind. Like she was 168. That's really not like really good stats. Oh, I think this is a fight where Atros jumps on the Kaisa. I just jump on ult on top of the Aatrox, hit him with the E. Ezreal actually ease in. I flash over to punch his face with my fire drill. Not even a fire drill, it's just me overheating. But yeah, Aatrox or Kane right on the job, just follows it up, ults the Shyvana's face, and just deals with her. And at this point in time, I was like, yeah, we won the game. Like, there's no way. There is no way they're gonna come back strong after that. Um, yeah, I was so pleased. I was so damn pleased. I was like, you know what? This is totally gonna be one of those moments where I take a picture and upload it to Snapchat or something. Um, yeah, this was just such a satisfying game. And honestly, I wish I had more games like this, but they're kind of rare. But they're kind of becoming more often occurrence now that I kind of know what I'm doing a lot better than I did before. And it's so weird, you know. I took like I went from playing 10 league games a day, almost 10 league games a day, um, and just almost completely 0 league games a day, and then like slowly starting getting back into playing league again, and it just feels like I'm a different player, and it's just so sick. I'm just so happy. But I'm not gonna lie. In my time of absence, I've also been watching like other streamers and stuff. I normally don't do that. Oh, we catch the looks for free there. I use my ultimate. She does her Sonya thing, and she instantly dies. Kane was on the top of it too, and yeah, we're getting things done. Um, yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been watching other streamers, and I kind of felt like, I'm having a lot of fun. Is this kind of what my viewers felt like too when they were watching my stuff? And then I felt a little bit bad, and it kind of just developed into what we're seeing right now. Like this video is a result of me feeling like I kind of owe you guys an explanation, a video, some form of content, and of course an apology for just going away saying nothing because after all, you guys have been supporting of me despite all my rough patches that I've had that I publicly shared over my YouTube channel. You guys have always been very respectful to me. I appreciate that a lot, more than you probably can realize. You do feel a little bit like an external family of sorts. Um, yeah, you guys are definitely special in some kind of way. And look at that. Hey, Kane just goes in, goes ham, absolutely deletes that show, making this the rest of the game just a piece of cake at this point. There's also the point that Blue Kane is a little bit OP. I ult there to get the looks caught out again, but I don't even get an assist for how fast she's freaking nice. Blue Kane is so ridiculous. Anyways, we're starting to head to the end of the game now. Um, this video is kind of a way also to gauge, how much of an interest there is for me to, maybe come back and do some stuff. I kind of been contemplating coming back and just, doing maybe some streaming and maybe doing some videos. Videos like this, I feel like would be not so much. It wouldn't be taking too much of a toll on me. But yeah, that's the end of the game. Thank you guys for watching, and maybe I'll see you guys around very soon.